2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Jalen Reagor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Are you serious?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. They go play action. Cousins. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Cousins now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This ball complete to Rager. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Curtis Samuel with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw there taken in by Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Cousins, a throw left side, complete to his receiver Westbrook. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 42. Throwing, Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
On second and 10, Cousins. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On third down, it's Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run with Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Denver Broncos taking on Justin Fields and the Detroit Lions.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gordon on 1st down. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. 21 carries, 76 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They're going to look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he goes out right around the 39. call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second. And 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to give that big advantage early.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Fields. Rager catches it left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Pretty solid. Start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Fields throw taken in by Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Williams is in for a Lions touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. To throw is Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. This is Gordon on the dump off. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Patrick. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Bridgewater. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Raymond now on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Fields. He'll get this right back to Rager. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
To the air again, Fields. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down, Bridgewater. And that's checked down to Gordon. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Those are the type of runs that we did. in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Right back to him on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Forced out to his left. Finding Walker complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This will be caught about the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Gordon. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Tackle made by Emerson Griffin.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Fields now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 31. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3rd and 2, Fields. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw, Fields. The quick slant caught. Stops short, down at the 1. Had a broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Levi Onwuzurike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now. It's Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Here's... Second and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now Bridgewater and the Broncos down by 10. A minute 17 remains. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Bridgewater looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Lions, it's a very important win as they move to 9.
today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and we get a peek at Kyler Murray. The dangerous offensive weapon now in his third season in the National Football League. First carry for James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Holding offense.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Third and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Shotgun now from Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup, but with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 83 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
On second down now, it's Patterson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, Patterson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
7-7, our score after one. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Murray. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray giving to Connor on the option. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's Connor on the read option. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Prater's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fields on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, it's Williams, and he gets it down to the 32. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Out to his left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll break. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. Here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor. And that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On second down now. It's Williams, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, those guys are hard to find.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 30 on second down, Fields. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They go back to the ground with Williams.
Zaven Collins, rookie first-round pick there on the stop. Six yards left on second down. Here's Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Fields.
The quick slant caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The 40. The 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Second and 10.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Fields.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Levi Onwuzurike. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Bullet good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And he'll
decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An option handoff given to Connor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray to throw. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Arizona,